Hello! If you are curious about some of the behind the scenes roles in theater, stick around. My name is Emily Salatan, my pronouns are she, her, and I'm a Rams Head intern this year, and I have brought in a special someone to tell us a little bit about what it means to be a producer.
Hi, my name is Chloe Chow. I use she, her pronouns. I'm a sophomore, also from Washington.
So, as a producer, what do you do?
Okay, so the short answer is the producer is in charge. Okay, so think of it as like the producer and the director are kind of partners, where the producer is in charge of the management aspect of the production, while the director is in charge of the artistic aspect of the production. So what the producer does is that they manage hiring, budgeting, outreach, marketing, and overall company management of staff and cast members. Marketing normally starts, at least on my timeline, like 3 weeks to a month before the production happens, and also just being very conscious of what else is going on within the production, which is specified through production meetings that happen every week. I learned like ways of collaboration and leadership that like I didn't really do before because I want to work with people and listen to their visions and incorporate it into my own strategies while also being able to put my foot down and be like, no, we're going to do it this way. Decision making is like what I strive to learn throughout my entire life through producing theater. Um, Being able to like balance those two sides of how you work with individuals is probably what I learned on the job. I was drawn to this role because I've always wanted to make change in theater, especially regarding representation of different racial and ethnic identities, and now it's starting to stem into gender um, and like different like sexualities, like what those representations on stage and on screen mean for the community. I guess right now I'm focusing on Stanford, but eventually I hope to expand to like the wider theater world to kind of eliminate these tropes that we set up for ourselves historically. And I used to be like naive and be like, oh, if I'm like an actor, I can just step into this role and like, hey, I'm here as like a Asian, like female identifying individual. Um, but no, because a lot of these narratives and like productions are being led by the people who have allowed these stereotypes to like perpetuate throughout society in the first place. So I was like, oh no, like the change needs to come from the top.
Is there anything else fun, funky, fresh you'd like to add?
Just that I think that everybody should be a producer or an assistant producer at some point in their theater career because it just opened up my mind so much to the different possibilities of theater. Whether you're a designer, a performer, a director, a singer, like anything, you should understand what goes on behind the scenes.
I think they wrote a musical about that or something. Thank you so much for coming in today.
I literally went blah, blah, blah in the middle of the interview, like
Everybody does that. Everybody does that.